If I had $1,000 to buy whatever I wanted to have, what would it be? Hey Megan,
What?
I got a question for you.
What?
If you had $1,000 to buy whatever you want, what would you buy?
A diamond.
Diamond, okay, well that's actually pretty interesting. Okay, how much do you think they are?
In my opinion, I think $1,000 or more.
Okay, I'll take a look into it, see what the price is on them. Bagheera, if you had $1,000, Bagheera, what would you buy? What would you buy?
He doesn't know.
Ooh. Hey, Megan, have you tried this beanbag chair yet?
No, but I'll deal with it later.
It's actually really comfy here, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's actually really nice. I feel bad for people that are watching this right now on their screen. They probably would love to sit in this chair because it's really, really comfy. Bentley. Bentley. What's the matter, bud? What's the matter? What are you doing? So the reason I'm bringing this up, you guys, on the question, like, if any of you guys had $1,000 in your hands to buy whatever you want, the truth is because, like, some people I know have been obsessed, about money and all that kind of neat stuff like that. But it's just a little thought here, you guys, like, almost like, kind of like the lottery, almost in a sort of way, where, obviously if you win big bucks, on the lottery, you get really excited, all that kind of neat stuff, but the truth is that when people win that kind of money, they like to spend it a lot. And now I'm not trying to be one of those people out there, but if I actually did have $1,000 in my hand right now, what would I want to spend that on? And the question is why, And the truth is, well, I really don't know what to say on this one. I feel like I have a few options inside my brain right now, but the truth is I can't specifically choose a single one. I feel like all three of them together are a great option, but I feel like if I wanted to, I feel like I maybe want to actually buy... I think I probably would want to buy a big rack system, you guys. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be kind of criticizing me for saying that, because, not all snakes belong in rack systems, you guys, especially when it comes to big snakes like big common boas or Burmese pythons or retics, you guys, that. But when it comes to smaller snakes like garter snakes, for example, I don't see the problem with keeping them in rack systems at all. So, and my guy Tyson here, for example, you guys, he's lived in a rack system through most of his life, to be totally honest with you, and he's done great, you guys, for a number of years in a rack system. He's eating, he's thriving, he's staying hydrated, he's staying active, and that's a good thing to see that, you guys. You can see he's perfectly body weight, not showing any signs of sickness or respiratory infections whatsoever. So it's just really hard to explain it, but everybody, that I've asked, whether if it's friends, family, like if they ever had $1,000 with them at the moment and what they wanted to buy and spend it on, it's different for everybody. Some people are going to say they're probably going to want a new pair of like Jordans, or Nike shoes, all that kind of stuff, whether if it's, or even maybe like rare football cards even, some people do that, believe it or not. But for me, I think it would have to be something reptile related, obviously, but the future is always changing out there, so it's really interesting actually to hear people's own opinions, to hear what they think. But when it comes to me, in my honest opinion, I really think about, expanding my love for reptiles, And yeah, like I said, it is going to cost money in the future, but eventually, we'll get there at some point, Process like this does take time, so... hopefully, like I said, 5 years from now, hopefully in 5 years, I'll have a place of my own, and have a great collection, with all these amazing creatures here. All sorts of, like, different colors and patterns. Well, I guess I shouldn't say different colors and patterns, because a lot of people think I'm just going to buy them because of how pretty they are. But I also want to, maybe do other things with the reptile world, maybe do, like, an education, like, show or something like that, kind of like... Maybe go like to a local school or a library, and maybe do a little show for them, to educate kids or grown-ups, about these amazing animals. So, but really, like I said, process like that takes time, and it could take years and years and years for that to come to life. So, And I don't think being a hoarder, I'm not trying to be a reptile hoarder or anything like that, but at the same time though, I mean, I don't know. It's just really hard to explain it. But this time though, if I really had $1,000 in my hands and ask myself, what do I want to spend it on? Truth is, I probably would be getting a few more snakes with you, so. But yeah, I guess that's kind of a simple answer there. Unless there's one that's more complicated. I don't know. Anywho though, but yeah, I feel like I said, if I did have $1,000 in my hands right now, I'd probably be spending it on a lot of reptile stuff. So that's my thoughts on what I probably would do with $1,000. Alright, so this is what I need to see when I come home. More feces. Yay. Good job, girl. At least you did the big job. But like I said, you guys, when it comes to keeping animals, this is gonna happen, you know. But regardless though, I still love them though. They are adorable. And she's not trying to be mean or anything. She's just exploring the cage, so. But here I go. Another day of cleaning up, so. Can't complain, right? I mean, literally, it's better than being at work for almost 8 hours straight. While you're at it, folks, go ahead and do me a favor. Smash that like button and also hit that subscription button for me, too. Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. I think I know what my mom would spend $1,000 on if she actually had it in her hands right now. And, to my surprise, this is not what I expected. A bunch of cupcakes. I bet you that's exactly what she'd be doing right now. So, yeah. Wow. I would not expect her to spend $1,000 just for some cupcakes. I guess we can go ahead and give one of them a try, so let's see how it tastes. It's actually pretty good. I think I'm gonna have another one. Wow. That actually is some good cupcakes right there. Way to go, Mom. Now, again, everybody, I'm not trying to say that animals are just profit or anything like that. That's not true at all here, you guys. And if you take a look at example here for my girl, Ellie here, who is my children's python, she is actually, when I first got her, she was only about maybe, if I recall the price on her, she was only about maybe $50, you guys, which is extremely affordable for a little python like that. Now, believe it or not, that was back 5 years ago. And now these days, a children's python, especially one of this size, can probably go for about close to $100 to $150 a piece. Especially for a juvenile one like a captive hatchling, you guys. So, it is pretty hard to come by, actually, for ones that are pretty cheap now. But I'm not trying to say, you guys, is that they're profit. Now, I'm not planning on breeding on my girl Ellie here, you guys. I don't plan on doing that anytime soon whatsoever, because she's just going to be a display animal for a great number of years, you guys. So, I really don't think about them as money. But, you know, I mean, some people say cash is important. Oh, hi, Bentley. I know, I'm important to you. I know. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. So, yeah. What I'm trying to say is, you guys, is that don't think of animals like snakes as money, you guys. You know, think about them as something, you know, important to yourselves, you know? I mean, yeah, I eventually want to start a breeding business, but it might not be for several years, you guys, so it's going to take time and effort to do that. So, because obviously, like I said, you know, these are animals, they need to be cleaned, you know, they got to have fresh water, and they got to be fed, too, you guys, so, I mean, if I do want to start breeding snakes, I gotta do all that kind of stuff and have the responsibility and the knowledge, so. But with that being said, though, I'm gonna go ahead and just put her back in her cage, because that's kind of her little comfort zone, so, alright girl, go right ahead. Go on, sweetie, go on. Yep, there you go. Back to your happy place. And it's crazy too, you guys, believe it or not, for being a children's python, she has not gotten as big as I thought she would be. Because typically when I read about children's pythons, they roughly get max out usually around about 3 feet long, and for her size, she's still around the 2 feet mark, so I don't know what is going on here, so. Oh, ooh, she's coming back around, I better be careful, because I don't want to take a bite from her. I definitely don't want to risk getting a bite, so, alright. And also put this back in here for her, because this is like one of her favorite plants. Oh, you're okay, girl. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Just giving you back what you want. Ooh, 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 ooh. Didn't even see her poke her head out there. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave her be. Of course, there's always the chance I could have some leftover money, so if there was a chance if I did have leftover money, I probably would spend it on pizza too, so. And you guys know, pizza is literally my favorite type of food to go wherever I want. So don't try to make this defer, people. It's one of my favorite meals. Tummy says so too. So yeah, if I did have any leftover money, I think pizza would have to be our last resort. So obviously $1,000 may seem like a lot to some young people, like especially to little kids, but as grown-ups though, like me for example, I realized now it's not really that much, but it can help obviously me save some like for investment for my future, you know, kind of like if I need to buy some more like reptile stuff, you know, whether it's like food, you know, or a new enclosure for them, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, and obviously $1,000, you know, it can go either way. Everybody, I'll guarantee you, as a grown-up, will have $1,000 in their bank account at some point. So, but yeah, in reality, I mean, $1,000 is just a number. So again, don't think about reptiles as profit, you guys, or like as money, you guys, because remember, they are living animals. So I figure I need to, like I said, had to disclaim that to all of you that are watching this out there. So obviously, I mean, at some point, I mean, I'm gonna have to eventually buy some animals, but I'm not saying I'm going to be doing it right away. So, anywho, people, I think I'm going to do it out here for the rest of the night. So, I promise I'll see y'all on the next one.